So it's been a little while since I recorded a rental income video here, so I thought since I actually updated all my records, which I haven't done in about a month, it's worth looking into. So yeah, we just finished season 10 a couple days ago, and it takes a day for everything to settle as far as pricing and everything. So then I go back and fill in the gaps. So the short version is made $400, $404 US dollars in the last 2 weeks. If you annualize that out over a year, it comes out to, at least that day was 10,548. And I had a couple days above 11,000, which is significant for me because that's basically my entire Steam Power stake. So I'm essentially making as much, income in Splinterlands as I am in total Steam Power holdings in Steam. So that's, it's great from a Splinterlands perspective, and it's just horrendous from a Steam perspective, but is what it is at the moment. So in case you've never seen me do these before, so what I do is I've got two sources of income for Splinterlands. So one is, well, I guess three technically. So one is I rent out cards on Peak Monsters, and that generates Steam and SBD depending on what's being rented. So I'm making 40 50 Steam per day, and usually about 1.5 SBDs per day. And then I have my free-to-play accounts, which is through the Herons Unlimited service, where I delegate cards to an account, other people play them. The rewards cards and the dark energy crystals from battle are all converted into dark energy crystals and then split according to whatever our agreement is. And that's the service run by TC Polymath. And that, you can see, averages 20,000 a day or so. Some days are good, some days are bad. And then at the season end, there's always a big extra kick for those season rewards cards that come out. And each day I mark those to market. So I have the currency values. We got USD Steam, USD SBD, Steam Dark Energy Crystal, and USD Dark Energy Crystal. And for Steam, for SBDs, and for Steam in relation, or Dark Energy Crystals in relation to Steam, I take a high-low close average of the day, and that's where these numbers come from. And then those are the market values for that day, and each day is marked to market. So 17,000 Dark Energy Crystals here has a certain USD value. 21,000 on this day has a different US dollar value because the price of Dark Energy Crystals changed. So each day is its own value. And that's why you see these fluctuations, because Steam's been going down. We had a couple days where it was up, but now it's back down. Dark Energy Crystal's been going down. When Untamed finally released, we had some uptick. So here we had 98,000 at 94.51. Well, that's the total, so that's not quite accurate. But basically, we've been in a downtrend for both Dark Energy Crystal and for Steam. And Dark Energy Crystal is starting to come back, so hopefully that will continue to correct itself. And yeah, so now we had to do a few changes because of the rule changes. So when Untamed was released, we have now a Dragon Quest in addition to the 5 Elemental quests, and also some of the quests will involve tournaments, so that'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. So here's my account summaries for, let's just take out the Leo monsters there, for my my Herons accounts. And you can see, I mean, there's a lot of variation just based on luck of the draw. So like this account right here is a silver. It's a silver account with gold cards. What's with the parentheses G there, and it had really good pull in terms of rewards. So we ended up a very high, annualized return on assets. But overall, returns are down, and that's largely because prices are up, which is okay. So we had capital gains and cash flow as a percentage is down, even though in terms of absolute amounts it's relatively steady. So that's okay. But then, I had to add this just today, actually. I had to add dragon summoners to each of these accounts. And that's what this column's saying, just some of my notations. If I added a dragon summoner so that they can complete dragon quests, so that that will increase the deck values and lowering the yields, because I just used what I had. So somebody got an Archmage Arius, somebody got gold Selenia Skies. I sent out a bunch of gold Delwynds, so so some people are going to wake up and see some ridiculous cards in their account, but that's okay. If they're on a silver account and they've got a max level summoner, then okay, maybe they get a little bit higher league at the end of it using that. So hopefully it'll work out. These four are going to be my new Untamed Heron's accounts, and those have not deployed yet. So still waiting on those, but that'll be a factor, I hope, in this next season. But overall, I got about half of my total collection value delegated in this way, and it's earning 19% on assets. So my cost base is much lower, so that's great. But in terms of current market value, per peak monsters is 19%, and that beats pretty much everything else. So so here is the numbers, and I've got a chart way up here. Let's update this. Let's see what number we need to go to. We need to go to 172. 172. So let's select data, edit. It's been 50 days or so since I've updated that. Okay. And edit. 172. 172. Okay, so let's scroll over a little bit and check out the chart. And yeah, so the spikes are the season ends, but overall, the growth curve looks fantastic. And once I put Untamed to work, I've actually made a decision that all of my Steam earnings are going to go straight into Splinterlands. I've my future expectations of Steam currency growth is none. So I'm going to put it into what's working, which is Splinterlands. We're buying. I'm undecided if I'm going to buy packs or buy individual cards, but we'll see. So that's it for now, and we'll catch up next season hopefully if I manage to keep on top of all my stuff here.